Hello everybody, this is Danilo Cuellar from peacefulanarchism.com, out here in nature once again with you all, enjoying the spontaneous order that surrounds us. So I want to discuss an idea that came to mind recently. A friend of mine saw a documentary on Einstein. I think it's called Genius. And they were saying, how great of a person he was and all these discoveries and how he contributed to physics and astronomy, mathematics. And I had an idea, well, not a new idea, but an important idea that is vital that we all keep in mind when studying great historical, literary figures such as Einstein, such as Newton, such as Martin Luther King, such as Gandhi, such as Mother Teresa. Any kind of figure that the general population reveres and idolizes. And I think it is important to keep in mind that the way people who knew those people personally, their close friends, their family members of those important historical figures, the way they knew them is oftentimes vastly different than the way the rest of the world has remembered them. And it is important to understand that a person may have a magnificent idea, have a wonderful invention that improves the lives of millions of people, that lifts people out of poverty, raises standards of living. And yet this same person might be insane, unfaithful, a philanderer, an adulterer, might be rude, hostile, bitter towards his friends. Yet, those contemptible characteristics do not detract from the value that they have created, the value that they have added to the great lore of knowledge of humanity. The beauty and the magnificence of Beethoven's music, his symphonies, his concertos, his sonatas, are not reduced when you understand how irascible and bitter and angry of a person he was towards those in his immediate vicinity. The addition that Newton has made to mathematics in formulating his own branch of mathematics is not belittled when you realize how terrible of a friend he was to those close to him, how he was a loner, how he was antisocial. He preferred not to go out to talk to people. We must not judge these ideas according to a person's personal life. And at the same time, we must not idolize or subject these people to idol worship or sanctify these people, because they are just human beings after all. They are infallible and they are imperfect. And it is for this very reason that we must always use our own deduction and intellect to figure out for ourselves what is a valid theory or line of reasoning. We must never supplant our own ability to reason things out for ourselves and give that over to another person. The very fact that you have the ability to reason things out for yourself makes you a human being. And to give someone that power makes you a shadow of a human being. It is very important that we understand what it means to look at these ideas and respect them, but not the people. And for this reason, I often tell people, I revere principles and ideas, not human beings. Human beings, although they're beautiful, and although they can be magnanimous and generous and kind and philanthropic, they are infallible. They are fallible, and imperfect. We all have defects. A person must be judged based on his contributions, but he must not be made out to be a saint. This is very important. It reminds me of a quote by the Mexican revolutionary Emiliano Zapata, who said, "I will die a slave to my principles, not to men." Seek out the truth. Seek out knowledge. Learn from every person you can. Everybody has something to teach you. Extract the valuable in every interaction. Leave the harmful. Leave the destructive. There is no time for insults and derogatory talk and backbiting. Life is too short and too precious to engage in these petty squabbles. Concern yourself with the search for truth, for beauty, for freedom. We must all embark on this path on our own. We must make these discoveries of ourselves. We must own these discoveries. If they are given to you, handed to you, they are worthless. If they are discovered, they are invaluable. Be a lover of knowledge. Be a seeker of truth, and you will never be bored. Thank you for listening. This is Danilo Cuellar from peacefulanarchism.com. Enjoy the beauty.